Welcome everyone to today's Explainer. We're looking at absolutely one of the most monumental paradigm shifts in modern world cricket. I'm talking about the Blue Revolution, the historic 2025 victory of the Indian women's cricket team. You know, for fans who've watched this team evolve over the years, this isn't just a story of a single tournament win. No way! It's the ultimate culmination of decades of tactical evolution, foundational growth, and just unyielding grit. So let's get right into it.
47. Just let that number sink in for a second. 47 years. That is exactly how long India waited for a women's world cricket title. Think about it. That's generations of players, an immense amount of training, countless shattered dreams, but also this unwavering hope spanning nearly half a century. To really drop right into the magnitude of this 2025 win, we have to understand the sheer weight of time that preceded it. It makes what happened in 2025 not just a victory, but honestly, the lifting of a generational curse. Section 1. A historic World Cup victory.
So we have the realization of a decades-long dream, India securing their first ever ICC Women's ODI World Cup. And this stands in stark contrast to the result for South Africa, who faced a massive 52-run defeat. Under the brilliant captaincy of Harmanpreet Kaur, who, by the way, orchestrated her bowlers with just pinpoint tactical precision in those middle overs, the team didn't just edge past the finish line. Nope, they totally choked the opposition's run rate, forced some absolutely crucial errors, and took complete control on the biggest stage in the world.
Okay, let's dive into this. Section 2, Decades of Early Struggles. Let's rewind the clock. The year is 1976. This is when the Indian women's team officially kicked off their journey in international cricket. And the reality of those early days, well, it was stark. They faced extremely limited resources, practically zero media attention, and drastically lower institutional support when you compare it to the men's game. Yet, early pioneers like Shanta Rangaswamy and Diana Idolji laid the invisible groundwork for the massive, sold-out stadiums of today. Through sheer passion and a fierce dedication to the sport, they forged a team capable of producing world-class talent right from the ground up. Which brings us to Section 3, Heartbreaks and Near Misses.
And this brilliantly illustrates the long, grueling progression from inception to ultimate victory. I mean, from their beginnings in 1976, it took almost 30 years to hit that first major peak in 2005 against Australia. Then, fast forward to 2017, that agonizing 9-run heartbreak against England, and finally, 2025, the triumph. Between each of these milestones is just a massive chasm of sweat, tears, tactical rebuilding, and relentless, unwavering belief.
Let's zoom in on that 2005 breakthrough for a second. Reaching the ICC Women's Cricket World Cup final for the first time was the ultimate proof of concept. Led by absolute legends of the sport, Mithali Raj and Jhulan Goswami, they finished as runners-up to an incredibly strong Australian side. But Raj's stabilizing presence at the crease and Goswami's completely lethal pace bowling throughout that tournament, it sent a crystal clear message. It showed India, and really the entire global cricketing establishment, that this team firmly belonged in the elite tier.
Now compare the devastation of 2017, an agonizing 9-run loss to England, to the utter dominance of 2025 against South Africa. In a World Cup final, losing by single digits is the kind of trauma that can completely break a team. But instead, they used it. They took the psychological scars of that incredibly close defeat, completely overhauled their approach to high-pressure chases, and ensured that the dominant 52-run victory in 2025 left absolutely nothing to chance.
But you know, despite that 9-run defeat, 2017 was a monumental turning point for players like Raj, Goswami, and Kaur. Those remarkable performances captivated the nation, triggering a massive viewership surge where tens of millions tuned in to watch the final stages. It completely transformed the commercial and cultural landscape of women's cricket in India. They may have lost the trophy that day, but they secured the unprecedented financial backing and skyrocketing public support that ultimately fueled their 2025 campaign.
All right, Section 4, Heroes of the Final.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is seeing how the 2025 victory was a masterclass in unified execution. Smriti Mandhana set the tone immediately with a rock-solid start, and that gave the middle order the confidence to just play freely. Then, Deepti Sharma anchored the momentum, delivering a standout all-around performance throughout the entire tournament with both bat and ball. And then, there was Shafali Verma, who utterly dismantled the opposition with a blistering 87 runs and 2 crucial wickets. It was individual brilliance perfectly channeled into a cohesive, unstoppable unit.
Moving to Section 5, changing Indian sports forever.
This victory absolutely transcends cricket. By ending a staggering 47-year drought for a world title, the team has fundamentally elevated the profile of all female athletes across India. It shatters barriers, right? It creates a direct, tangible pipeline of inspiration, showing millions of young girls watching that the path to the very top is real, achievable, and paved with perseverance. It literally proves that sustained dedication can overcome decades of institutional and psychological obstacles.
So the crucial point is really captured perfectly right here. From heartbreak in 2005 and 2017 to glory in 2025, the Indian women's cricket team showed the world that champions are made through persistence, courage, and belief. That sums up their emotional and tactical journey so perfectly. They didn't just win a tournament, they earned their crown through decades of relentless courage.
Well, thank you so much for walking through this incredible explainer with me today. Keep asking questions, keep learning, and I'll see you next time. But before we go, I want to leave you with this one thought. The young girls watching this final today, they're going to be the champions of tomorrow. So how will the Blue Revolution reshape the next generation of global sports? Think about it.